So in this video, we're going to be attempting to modify an RC car body shell on the cheap. You're not going to need all this money here, guys. We can get rid of all that. We don't need it. And we can do it all on the cheap. So, we've got some drywall tape. And this is some really cheap stuff and nasty stuff. And it doesn't stick very well. So, we're going to use that. And then, I used to use shoe glue for the body shells. But my buddy Vinny said that this stuff here is just as good. And it is also a lot cheaper. Trouble is with this, it doesn't stick that well. So I'm going to try it and hold it down with hot glue and then go over the top with this. By the way, guys, a lot of you guys say, look at all that money. It's fake. Don't get too excited. Look, it's play money. It's only play money. It looks good, though. So anyway, guys, this is a live stream. And for most of you watching, you're going to be watching this as a replay. So for those of you that are watching it live, I've got my iPad up here as usual. I've just got to log myself into it again. And then I will be getting your guys' comments. There we go. Boom. Look at all the comments rolling in. That's all you lot, look. So I'm going to be trying to get some of these comments on there. Obviously, I can't get them all. I'm on my own here. Got my drink here. Got my Shugu. Got my Armour Fury. A lot of you guys says, where did I get this from? Look at that. I've got a brand spanking new Armour Fury. Look at that. And they don't make them anymore, but you can still get them. If you head over to Banggood, I'll put a link down below. I think it's the first line in the description. Then you'll see it on there, and you can go and buy your very own. Whoa, they still have them in stock, but they're probably going to be gone at some point. I can't see them being around for much longer. So what I've done already off of camera, I sprayed some bearing cleaner, bearing blaster, onto a bit of kitchen paper, kitchen roll. Give it all a quick wipe over to make sure it's all degreased. And then I've cut a little piece of this off and I've stuck it to the body. Now, I'm not going to go too mad on this body. I'm just going to do a little bit around the areas where I think it's most likely to rip. And on these short course bodies, it's usually around this sort of area here, around the holes here, and around the back end and around here. So I'm not going to do the whole lot. I'm not going to bother with the roof and all that. We're going to do a few bits. It might not even work, guys. That's the thing. That's the thing when you're on my channel. Stuff doesn't always work. I'll make stuff up as I go along sometimes. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. So in this scenario, maybe it's going to work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But, you know, I like to be real with you guys. I like to show you guys where it's at, what's happening. I'll share with you the winnings. I'll share with you the failings. You know, on this channel, what you see is what you get. And actually on all of my channels, what you see is what you get. There's no BS. There's no making things look better than what they are. And if I mess up and I make mistakes, I'll share it all. You know, I'm a human, the same as everybody else. We all make mistakes. Nothing to be ashamed of. Right, so I've got my hot glue here. And this tape here isn't actually that sticky. It comes off, and especially... it doesn't really matter because once you get the glue on there, it goes through the holes. If you look at this stuff that I'm using, this drywall tape, it's got holes in there. So the glue will go through the holes onto the body, sticking the tape onto the body. And this stuff's super strong. You can't tear it. This is crazy strong. So once you get this stuff onto your bodies, it makes them last a lot longer. Trouble is, if it doesn't stick well, when you start putting the glue on there, it all starts peeling off and it gets nasty. So I'm going to just try and just put a few little dabbles of hot glue on there, just in a few little places, just to hold it down while we're gluing. I don't know if it's going to work, guys. It might not work. And knowing my luck, it probably won't work. But we will find out. And I need somebody to put hot glue. Let's dump that down here for a sec. So who we got in the house? Use a razor. Use a razor? What for? Plaster. How is everybody doing? Alright, so I think we're just going to go all the way across the side here and to the front, because that goes quite often. I've got the same hot glue as Henry. So, as I said, we're not going to go too mad with this, guys. We're just going to put a little bit on there just to make it last a little bit longer. Is there a way to get something for a discount? I don't know, dude. I doubt it. Yeah, this stuff isn't too flexible. Just put a few little blobs on this stuff, guys. What do you reckon, guys? Is this going to work or is it not going to work? What do you think? The trouble is, if it starts lifting off, you need a lot more tape on there. This is painful, said the big RC. Takes forever. Yeah, I know. It does take forever. That is why we're just doing it in a few little places. I'm not going to cover the whole body in it. It's too long-winded. But I do agree with you, dude. It is very painful. What car is this? There's a link to this car. First line in the description. It's an Armour Fury. They don't make it anymore, I don't think. I'm pretty sure they've stopped making it. But Banggood still have some. So if you want one, I don't know how many they've got, but I'm assuming when they're gone, they're gone. Not going too mad with it, just a little bit on there. Oh, somebody donated. Oh, Seth's donated $1.99. Dude, thank you very much, but instead donate to my favourite charity if you can. There's a link to that down below. The trouble is on the iPad, look, if you donate, I can't see the comment. I don't know why, there's something wrong with it. So I've got to come on my phone and have a look what it says. But donate to my favourite charity. Link to that is down below. Oh, Seth says he's a member and he loves the video. Hey, so Seth knows what the long jump car is. Those that are a member of my main channel know what the long jump car is going to be. Some of you guys have probably already guessed. Where's the orange tape? I've got the orange tape here, but I've got a whole roll of this cheapo stuff and I just want to see if it works. It might not work, but if you don't try, you don't know. So you guys can come along on the journey to see if it works. If it works, then great. We can all learn something from it. And if it doesn't work, then it saves you guys having to make the same mistake as me. No, my luck, it's probably not going to work. As I said, guys, we're not going too mad on here, just in a few little places. How's the WPB? What's the WPB, someone says? Time in England is nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can also do this for repairing bodies. So if you've already got splitting bodies, you can do the same. Right, so I think we'll do a little bit more here. That'll do for the sides. And I think we'll just do a strip across here where the body goes. A little strip around the front. Maybe something along the back here. I don't know. I don't want to go too mad. Otherwise we're going to be here all day. I don't even know if it's going to work or not yet, so... Make a channel named even more Kevin Talbot. Maybe one day, dude. By the way, a lot of you guys keep asking me about my gaming channel. The idea of my gaming channel was when we had lockdown, so I could still make videos, because obviously we couldn't really go out and bash. And I thought, well, rather than not doing any YouTube at all, I'll do a little bit of gaming. I'll play Forza Horizon. I made a gaming channel. There's a link to that gaming channel down below. And I'll put a few videos on there every now and then. I don't spend much time gaming. I might spend 10-20 minutes a couple of times a week, and then I put that onto YouTube. So if any of you guys want to see it, link to that is down below. But you're not going to get much editing on those videos, guys. Editing takes a long time. On my main channel, I can spend 16 hours making a video. So on the gaming channel, there's not really any editing. I literally just upload the video. You see a little mugshot of me in the corner. You can watch me get in rage. And that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much the same on this channel, actually. There's not much editing. Editing is what takes all the time, so I keep all the editing for the main channel. Very time consuming. But if you want to get the views, you have to do the editing time. Can you make an RC roll coal? A nitro, probably, yeah. So all I'm wanting this glue to do, the hot glue, I just want it to be enough just to hold it down. Just until we get the shoe glue on there. Once we get the shoe glue on there, or the shoe glue, whichever one we're going to use, it takes a little while for it to dry. So this is only really got to hold it until then. So you don't want to go too mad. Because hot glue is nowhere near as strong as this stuff. This stuff is so much stronger. So you don't want to go too mad with the hot glue, or there's not going to be any space left to get that on there. In India, this is very expensive. Oh. Make Andy the Landy roll coal. Andy the Landy does roll a little bit of coal. Not too much. He does roll a little bit. Hey, Steve O'D in the house. Good morning, broski. Afternoon here for us lot in England. Jack Lewis says the JRB cheater has really weak diffs and doesn't know what to do about it. I've not had a problem with mine. I've got 3 or 4 cheaters and I've not had a problem with the diffs. I don't know what to suggest, dude. I mean, you could try shimming them, I guess. Or it might be your driving, possibly. I mean, if you're doing jumps and you're landing on the power, or if you're doing big wheel spins and suddenly it gets grip, I mean, that could possibly be killing it. I don't know. But they are a cheaper car, so you know, you can't expect it to be as strong as like a Traxxas or an Armour. But for a cheaper car, they're pretty good. Get Techno drive shafts for the slash, said Cole. I've actually got some Banggood specials to try out. That's hot. So I want to try those out first. And then I may try some different ones. But yeah, I've heard good news about the Techno ones, so I may well try them at some point. And the other thing is, by holding this down with the hot glue, I've noticed with the shoe glue, once it starts lifting, you waste a lot of glue because you're trying to fill the gap in between the tape and the body. So if we can get this really tight onto the body, so there's no gap, then we can just get a thin film of the shoe glue over the top of it and hopefully waste a lot less glue, and the body's going to be lighter. Because adding weight actually makes the RC car break more, so everything's a compromise. You want to make stuff stronger, but you don't want to add too much weight. At the moment, it seems to be working. It does seem to be holding it. It's not. I mean, there's a couple of places where it's not, so we'll just go in there with a hot glue gun and just make sure those little corners are pushed down. It is a bit of a time-consuming job. If you guys are really busy, it's probably not good to do this. I hate waiting, says Dan. Lipo is faster. Yes, it is. Drift the Lambo. I have done before, but yeah, probably shouldn't be putting it on YouTube. Kev, do an American accent. I did not have an affair with that woman. How good was that? Probably terrible. I like it when Americans do an English accent. It sounds more English than how we do it. Should I get a Slash or TRX4? Those sort of questions are impossible to answer. It depends what you want. They're completely different cars. So it depends what you want to do. If you want to crawl, TRX4. If you want to bash, get the Slash. So I think this is where they're most likely to die, is around the body posts. So that's definitely where I want to get the tape. Get that across there, and then it always seems to go across here in this area. So we're going to put a little bit more across there as well. And you want to try and not overlap it too much, because the more you overlap it, the more glue you're going to need later on to get it all to stick. I'm not really an expert at this. I'm not pretending to be. Drift Andy the Landy. Haha, maybe one day. Landon says, sorry I'm late. Well, better late than never. When are you going to take out the Max? Soon, dude. David Roberts, I'm doing great. Thank you very much, dude. I hope you all are doing good too. Right, so we want to get a little corner bit across just to beef up the bits that are weak. E-Revo, I've just done a video on. Somebody just asked about that. I've just did a video on it. I've still got to edit it, and I've still got to take it out again to get a bit more footage. So, E-Revo video, there will be one very soon. Sit tight. So far, this bit of hot glue is actually working. It's actually holding it down, which is good. Dawson says it's got an Armour Fury. I don't know if you're supposed to say Fury or Furry, who knows. Brutu says, when am I going to take out the laminator? Oh, I've got to get him out soon. I haven't got a set date, but yeah, I do want to get him out at some point. I've got the RC Max engine going to be coming for it as well. The same engine that RC Spark's got. But they got, I think they've got a 5-week waiting list for the to get the crankshafts. So I've got to wait a little while. What power system am I going to be putting into the Limitless? I don't know yet, but I want to make it twin motor. I want to put 2 of these in there. This is a Thunder Power 4070. It's about 100 and something millimeters long. It's quite big. I mean, it weighs a lot. I mean, yeah, we're 105 millimeters long. A normal motor comes up to about here. So it's much bigger than a normal motor. Loads more power. And I want to put 2 of these in there. This one here is a 3200 kV. This is the one that they use for speed runs. So I want to put 2 of these on and mount them directly to the diff like Martin did. But I'm not sure yet on kV. I'm going to have to wait for a few other people to do it first, see what speeds they're getting with what kV motors they're using, and then try and guess or somehow calculate what kV I need. I want to try and build the world's fastest RC car. That's the challenge. We're probably not going to pull it off. There's probably going to be loads of crashes, but I want to give it a good go. So I'm probably going to start off by running it on a couple of these, the Max 6, but I don't think these have got enough power to them. I think they're a bit weak for that motor. So I don't know yet what ESC I'm going to use. I need 2 of them. I mean, Castle do one, but I think even the Castle one's not really, not sure if it's manly enough. So that's my goal. We're going to try and make the world's fastest RC car, but it might not work. Is a 4700 kV hobby wing motor good? Yeah, I mean, hobby wing motors are good. I mean, I want to try and win the world record, so I really need to put some power in it, dude. Are X-Max RPM arms good? Yes and no. If you do run them, you will have to do the pin mod. I think it's RPM or Proline, they make the hinge pin mods where you put the bolt on there. Because otherwise, your arms, they're so flexy, the pins will just start falling out. Alright, so we've got that there. We're going to do another one. Another one on this side. Isn't this body shell going to melt with this stuff? No, I'm only putting a little dab on there, dude. We're going to be putting shoe glue on it afterwards. I'm just putting a little dab on there just to hold it. I'm trying to do a body on the cheap just to see if it works. Because I'm using cheap tape and the cheap tape doesn't stick that well, it comes off. So I'm using the hot glue just to hold it in place, just to sort of tack it there. And then we're going to go in after and put the shoe glue on there. Someone says Flex Seal. Yeah, I've heard people saying use Flex Seal. I've never used it before. Some people use contact adhesive. I mean, from what I've seen, shoe glue works the best. And Vinny reckons that this shoe glue is just as good, but cheaper. So I've got myself some. I'm going to give it a go. What car body is it? This is for an Armour Fury. They've stopped making it, but you can still get them at Banggood. There's a link down below if you want to know where you can get it from. Hi Moto, is it good? I don't know, dude. Matthew said duct tape. I've used duct tape before. It doesn't last that long. And then it starts lifting off and you get dust and dirt stuck to it. So, no. It's a lot easier. It's a lot quicker. But, no, I've not had the best experience with it. And I've used the good stuff as well. I've used the Gorilla Tape. And it just didn't seem to stick. Well, it stuck, but it came off again. So I guess it's better than nothing. It's a lot quicker. But I think shoe glue and drywall tape, I think that's about as strong as you're going to get it. So I'll get rid of this gappage here. Sebastian says, have I been to America? Yes, 4 times. I love it there. I loved it so much that I want to buy a house there one day. Gonna miss this old workshop, said the random gamer. Well, dude, all this stuff in here, I built it all. When I first moved into this workshop, all of it, it was just an empty room like this. There's nothing in here. So everything that you see in here, like all that wood, I built it. I've done all of that. I put all that upstairs office in. I put all that wooden wall in there. I put that railing up there. So I can move it all. I made this all into like sort of 8-foot panels. So I can take all this down again. It's not going to be too much work to move it all. So I may well still have this same studio because I can take this all down. I can put it in a different building. So for you guys, it may look exactly the same, or it might be a much better studio. It might be similar to this, but it's going to be like bigger and better and more space because I'm running out of space in here. Look, I've got all my RC cars up there, like the crawlers. We've got RC cars hanging on the wall. We're just running out of space in here. I've even got the mats hanging up there. I've got this plane here now that we've got to put somewhere. We've got helicopters. We've got Raminator on the floor. We're running out of space in here, guys. And then there's more RCs upstairs, like some Banggood specials and stuff. So, I don't know. I might keep this bit the same. I might modify it. I don't know. I don't know, guys, but it's going to be better. It's not going to be any worse, put it that way. It's an addiction. Well, yeah, it could be an addiction, I guess, but you know, YouTube is kind of like my job as well. So I have to keep buying more toys to keep the content fresh. If every video has got the same cars in it, you guys are going to get bored. So I've got to have a lot of different toys to keep everybody entertained. So if I didn't have a YouTube channel, then I wouldn't. Oh, no, I definitely wouldn't have this many RC cars. I'd definitely have the X-Max. Even though the Raminator is so tempting, I don't think I could justify the price if I didn't have a YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm bored now, said Bill. I don't blame you, dude. I'm as well. What's your favourite crawler? My favourite crawler is the TRX4s. See, that's where this tape isn't good. When you've got to get it around bends and stuff, it just doesn't want to stick. What is this armour for? I've got it from Banggood. So I've filmed an unboxing video with it today. And I just thought I might as well try and see if I can toughen up the body on the cheap. So I've got this cheap tape anyway. And I just thought, you know, if I do it this way, maybe it's going to work. Maybe it won't. But if you don't try, you don't know. Is the Traxxas Max good for the price? I mean, it is expensive, but yeah, it's good. I mean, it falls over quite easy. So you could put the Wide Max on it, but you're probably going to lose a little bit of durability. But I mean, for something that you just want to take to the skate park, air it out, give it hell, brilliant. Sebastian said, I just missed a donation. Oh, so whoever donated, thank you very much, dude. Very kind. It means the world to me. But, as I always say, please instead give it to my favourite charity. The link to my favourite charity is down below. It's Great Ormond Street. This is long-winded, guys. This is long. Dawson's got an Armour Fury, he says, and it's great. Noah said he's going to get an X-Max finally. Hey, nice choice. You're going to enjoy it, buddy. Awesome piece of kit. A lot of people that don't like X-Maxes have never seen one. Once they've seen one and had to go on it, they change their mind. Just look at Aussie RC. He's got one and he loves it now. X-Max 6x6, Scotland said. Well, funny you say that. There is a company that's working on a conversion kit. So that's probably going to be pretty cool. Oopsie, didn't quite cut it long enough. Oopsie whoopsie. Which Fury is it? This is the brushed one. There we go. How do they look? This little bit we cut out earlier, we can put it upside down and stick it in here. Perfect. Perfect. What is the white stuff? This is drywall tape. Now this is the cheaper stuff. It doesn't really stick that well, and that's why I'm using hot glue. Just to try and hold it there. You'll see in a minute. You will see in a minute. Now, where else should we put some? I mean, probably around the back here. Normally gets a bit slaughtered. So we'll get some around the back here. Probably a bit around the front there. And then that should probably do it. Kev, have you got tea? No, this is coffee. I don't usually drink coffee. It's really addictive and I don't think it's really that good for you, but it does taste good. So very occasionally I will drink coffee, but very occasionally. This stuff just doesn't stick at all. This stuff doesn't stick well. I remember the first time I tried doing this with this tape, it just kept coming off all the time, and oh man, I was getting myself into a right rage. Somebody's spamming. If you're spamming, you're going to get blocked. Some of you guys don't know what spamming means. Spamming means keep posting the same comment over and over and over and over. Or just posting nonsense. If you keep doing that, you're going to get blocked for life. So stop posting the same comment over and over, because you're going to get blocked. I can't get everybody's comment, and by you posting the same question over and over and over, if I see that, I purposely don't answer it. If you want to get your comment answered, the best way of doing it is just to leave a short message. I'll try to read the short ones, because when it's a long line, it's difficult to read. So leave a quick comment. The less words, the better. Because then I can read it. Because the comments come in so quick, it all disappears, and I can't get a chance to read it. Luke said, am I doing this to all my shells? I want to start doing it to all my shells. I mean, it's a bit time consuming. So I've got to find someone that's going to do it for me. And I'd happily pay someone to do it. Do a tiny voice, said Leo. Hello. I can't really do it. What Traxxas crawler did you recommend? They only make one, dude. The Traxxas TRX4. They make a few different variants of it. I would get the one with just a normal TRX4, where you can do the diff locks and the 2-speed transmission and all that stuff. I mean, the TRX6 is pretty much the same as a TRX4, but it's got 6 wheels instead of 4. And yeah, that's great as well. So I would recommend any of those ones. I think they're the best crawler out there, personally. Glass fibre tape, tissue and resin is good. Yeah, I've seen someone do that. Trouble is with that, it's not flexible anymore, so it still splits and cracks. So doing it this way, it's still flexible. And you kind of want it to be flexible to absorb all the knocks. It's getting there, guys. We are getting there. So far we've got the sides because they split there sometimes. We've got here is where like a weak spot is. They split there quite a lot. We've got all the way around there, all the way around there. We've got a strip across the back where the body bolts to. And then I also know from experience on other bodies, they always get slaughtered up around here. So we're going to try and get a bit around here as well. And I think that'll be it. I don't want to go too mad. I just want it to last a little bit longer. The Max is back. Yes, the Max is back. It's all fixed. Yeah, ban time for Tristan. Sorry, dude. I did warn you. I did warn you to stop copying and pasting the same comments over and over and over. That's going to get you blocked. Got Clark's Mad RC in the house. Clark, are you going to come to Paddlesworth again? Not Paddlesworth again, Ark. So I've bashed with Clark before. Great lad, go and check out his channel. Clark, give us a quick comment, Clark. Then everybody can go and check your channel out. Oh, Clark's got a Lossy DBXL. Nice one, dude. When are you going to make more videos? You're slacking a bit, boy. Keith said some people make him laugh. Everybody puts a smile on my face. Some people when they come into my office, some people when they leave my office. Check out ZD Racing 10426. Maybe, dude. I don't like it when companies use numbers because no one knows what the hell it is, do they? Oh, a bit short that bit. Let's cut along a bit. Right, let's get that in there like that. Clark's Mad RC says it feels bad for me how many questions I'm getting. No, that's all good. I mean, you guys can chat amongst yourselves as well. I mean, I can only get some of your comments. I can't get them all. But you guys are welcome to have a little chat amongst yourselves and stuff. I try and get the odd comment here and there, but it's impossible to get them all. Right, we are getting there, boys and girls. Josh said, when and why did I get the Fury? I think I got it yesterday or the day before, and I got it because Banggood sent it to me, and it was free. I didn't have to pay for it. So I'm not going to turn down freebies. Drywall tape and hot glue, nice. Well, the hot glue is just to temporarily hold it down. It's not permanent. We're going to go over it with shoe glue as well. Is that a Banggood special under the body? Well, yeah, Banggoods do sell them. You can get them from other places as well. Is shoe glue toxic? Probably. If you're going to do it outside or in a big ventilated area. Don't do it in a small room. I mean, I don't do it in here anymore. I'll go next door because it's bigger. Lammy said, Kev, your vids are sick. Nice one, dude. Thank you. Mitchell said, when am I taking out the Max? Soon. Soon, dude. JLB cheater upgrades. On one of my cheaters, I've put a metal steering thing on it because I broke the plastic one. What is the best Traxxas RC car for under $200? Probably like a Bandit, I guess. It's difficult to say what a best RC car is because it's different for everybody. You know, what one person likes, maybe somebody else doesn't. So the best RC car is very subjective. It's different for everybody. Kev going to send an X-Max over a Semi. If someone lets me, yeah, sure, why not? Do you like the associated RC10T3? I like the look of it, but I've never had one, so I don't know if it's going to be any good for bashing. They look cool. I think they're more of a racer, probably. Associated in general are more sort of race cars. Right, I think that could possibly be enough on there now. Although we could just put one more strip here, I guess. But then where do you draw the line? I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? Is that enough? So far, I know it's a bit difficult to see. But we got it on the sides here. We got it round here, strip across here, strip across here. We got it round the back here. And on the front, we got a strip across the holes there, and we got it going round here, a little bit around the sides here. So next, we're going to plaster some of this stuff in there, and hope for the best. So, all right. So I'm going to just drink a little bit of coffee, get a few comments, and then we're going to go next door. And at the same time, I can check on here to make sure that it's all holding down where it's supposed to hold down. Phil said, what is shoe glue? Well, it's really stuff for repairing shoes. That's what it's really meant to be for. But it sets, I haven't used this stuff yet. I'll show you the stuff that I normally use in a minute. Vinny put me onto this and he says it's just as good but cheaper. So I'm trying it out. I don't know if it is any good, but we will see. And it's just for repairing shoes, but it's super strong, super sticky. Why have you bought this car, says Stein? Ben sent it to me to review. The airplane over there is a E-Flight Extra 300. I put it together yesterday and we're going to take it out flying soon. Probably going to smash it up because I'm not a plane person. How is house hunting? There's a few there, but nothing's really clicking. I did see one that I think it's got like 70 or 80 acres, outbuildings. It's got holiday homes on there, but the house is pretty big, but it's old. It's like an old farmhouse, and it just looks too old. I want something more modern. And there's a little bit more money than what I want to spend as well. And then if you've got to remodel the whole house on top of that, it's going to get too expensive. So, you know, my idea is to get a mortgage on a new property, like half of the money that I'll save for the monster truck, and then put the other half towards a second-hand monster truck, and then I can still build the monster truck that I've got, but a little bit later. What tyre do? Oh, what type do I use? Oh, type. If you're talking about drywall tape, I'm trying cheapo eBay stuff, but better stuff is this fibber tape. But this is more expensive, and I'm just doing this for a bit of fun to see if the cheaper way works out. We will see. Hey Kevin, do you like Traxxas RC? Yes, one of my favourite, dude. Bill with a B said 180,000, 20 acres, and house and basement and a pole barn. Whereabouts are you from, Bill with a B? Are you from America? I know, guys, for a lot of the states in America, you can get housing so much cheaper than over here in the UK. I mean, literally, a house here that costs $1 million, you can probably get over there for like 300,000, something like that. Fibber tape, yeah. Haircut. Yeah, I need a haircut. What GoPro do you use? I use a GoPro Hero 8. Well, I didn't until I lost it, and now I'm back onto the 7. And I'm not going to buy a new 8 because I reckon there's probably going to be a 9 coming out soon, so I'm going to wait for that. You guys asking what the tape is? Is this drywall tape? When would you buy a house in the States? Oh, where? I was thinking Maryland. To start off with, because that's where Mike, he does the monster trucks from there. So, and I know Mike, so might as well go somewhere where I know someone already. But later on, I don't know. Who knows? Brendan, hello from Ontario, Canada. Hello, dude. The Fury is 2-wheel drive. Somebody asked me. Traxxas or Armour, said Mohammed. I like them both. If I was you, I would ignore the brand and just go after the car that you like. Make sure you can get parts. Make sure that the parts are relatively cheap, that you can get them everywhere. Make sure that the car's durable. Make sure that you like the car. Make sure that it's relatively easy to work on, and that it handles good and it performs good, and you can get some good upgrades for it. And then the brand, I'd ignore the brand. I don't care what brand something is. If it's good, it's good. If it sucks, it sucks. Ghost RC says he lives in Maryland. Hey, please don't stop making videos. I'm not planning on, dude. Are you moving to America? I want to one day. I want to have a place in America and a place here in the UK, and then I can go back and forth to both. That's my dream. But when you've got big dreams, you've got to work hard. So that's why I'm always working. Phil says he likes the Mojave, but it's a little pricey. Kev, you have a SCX24? Yeah, I do actually. I forgot about that. I do have one there, look. Everybody keeps saying, when am I going to play with the Nitro helicopter? Soon, dude. Don't know when, but soon. Work hard, play hard, absolutely. Would you come to Australia? My uncle lives in Australia, and my sister wants to go over there for a couple of years. I'd love to go to a lot of places, but at the moment, I'm focusing on business. And then after that, I want to get a place in America. And then who knows? Who knows? But I've got no plans to go anywhere else at the moment, only America. Hobby Ring or Castle, says Cole. I like both. Both are good. I think Castle are a little bit more expensive, but they're both good. Would you come to Germany? Yeah, I'd come to Germany. Not anytime soon though, dude. I've been there a few times before. Right, let's go next door and use the smelly stuff. So I need that. I need my iPad for the comments. So we're going to dunk that in there. What else do I need? I think that's about it. I think that's all I need. That. Glue guns off. Let's go next door. Hey! Struggling here, trying to carry stuff at the same time. Hold on, close that door, otherwise we're going to fume it all out in there. Right, we're in the smelly room. Oh, pardon me, how very rude. Right, we get donkey there. Don't fall over, phone, come on. Oh, come on, phone, don't fall over. Don't give me that. Stay put. Right, there we go. There we go. We can get the comments here somewhere. Don't really want to put my iPad in all the dirt. Right, there we go. So the stuff that I used before was this shoe glue. And that stuff there so far has been perfect, but it's a little bit more expensive. So Vinny reckons that this stuff here, look, there's a difference in name, look. Focus. Hold on, just focus, will you? So this one here is shoe glue, and the cheaper stuff is shoe glue. You can get both of them from eBay. Get these gloves on. Kev drives RCs over the Lambo, the madman. I have done before, just to trigger a few people. Good tone and pitch on that burp. Can you do more question and answers on the main channel? Yeah, maybe. That wasn't a fart, by the way, that was my glove. You should watch AVE on YouTube. I've seen him before, dude. How's Andy the Landy running? Perfect. Right. So apparently this stuff smells the same, and it apparently is almost the same. Oh yeah, it does smell exactly the same. Potent. Right, so let's start off along the front here. Oh, it's got a bigger hole. That's what she said. So I think the mistake I made last time is I went everywhere. So I'm going to be a little bit more strategic this time. Do one section and then make sure that section's done before I move on to the next section. And it is actually working. With that hot glue on there, look guys, the tape is not lifting. Haha, perfect. That is what we wanted. I mean, Vinny said this stuff might even be the same, just a different name. And maybe he's right, I don't know. But It smells the same, it feels the same, it looks the same. Does anybody know? Are they both the same? Don't eat the glue. No, I gave it a little smell. It does smell pretty potent. Probably a glue sniffer's dream, actually. But don't do it. So I tried originally doing it with these spatulas, and you can do it with that, but it's just a lot easier just to use your finger. Put a glove on, use a finger, and you can just really squeeze it in there, and it uses less and it's quicker. Shout out to myself, someone said. Yes, you're all more than welcome to shout yourselves out. Is it not toothpaste? I don't think toothpaste would work too well. Right, that's the front done. JLB Cheetah 120 amp or Armour Outcast 4S, someone says. Well, the Cheetah I think is a lot faster. It feels a lot faster anyway when you run it on 4S. But I think the Outcast is all round a nicer RC. It's going to be better for bashing, it's more durable. So I would personally say probably the Outcast. Unless you want to go really crazy fast. This stuff might even feel slightly a little bit thinner than the actual shoe glue, which is good because it gets into the gaps easier. How many mini RC can pull a Lambo? One X-Max pulled it. I've got to do that video again because a lot of people thought I cheated. So I did it here in the workshop. And I couldn't stand back far enough to show, so a lot of people thought I cheated. But one X-Max did move it. Not very far, but it did move it. A lot of people asking about Eczema RC cars recently. I think they're fairly good, but I've not really given one a proper test to know. I mean, if Eczema want to send me one to review, I will happily do it. I mean, I would pretty much review almost any car that companies want to send me, but it's got to be something half decent. And the only rule that I really have is that I can be 100% honest. And often I get so many companies, they contact me wanting to give me free stuff to do a review on it. And when I tell them, yes, but only if I can be fully honest, they don't like it sometimes, and then they don't want to send me stuff. So I'm going to pay particular attention around these body post holes because they are always what gets ripped out. So I'm going to put even a little bit more of this glue on there, just around the body holes, just to give it a little bit of extra beefiness around there. I want to know if Eczema transmitters are any good. I think they're very similar to Fly Sky ones. I've got an Eczema transmitter actually, and yeah, it's good. The range is good, the response is good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. My favourite cheapo radio is actually the Dumbo. I love that radio for the price. Someone said Mojave or UDR. It depends what you want to do. UDR for scale looks and Mojave for bashing. Kev, is it brushed or brushless? This one's brushed. Keith just bought a Dumbo. Whee! The Dumbo is the best cheap radio that I've ever used. Absolutely epic. The only trouble is it hasn't got any model memories, but Radio Link do one that I think the receivers look the same as the Dumbo ones, I think. So if the Radio Link is just as good as the Dumbo, but with model memories and more features, that may well be my new favourite. And I've got one coming, and I will be testing it very soon. I'll tell you what, guys, it's a lot easier when you just concentrate on one area first before I was doing it sort of everywhere. So you're better off definitely doing it this way. We get in there, boys and girls. I think this is working. Do you like Eczema Lipos? I've had Eczema Lipos. I've had the hard cases and the 4000s. I had some hard case 3000. No, yeah, some hard case 4000s and some hard case 5000s. 3-cell lipos. The 4000s, they puffed up and they exploded. But the 5000s, they were really good. They were perfect. Can you run Turnigy lipos in an RC car? Yeah, you can. I mean, ideally, you'd want to use sort of hard case lipos, but I don't know. I've been using soft case and I've been fine. It depends what your safety level is. If you're like me and you don't care too much, then soft cases will probably be all right. But if you're safety cautious, you're probably better just to get hard case ones. What servo do you recommend for the TRX4? At the moment, I like the KS servos. They're cheap. I think they're about £10, $12, something like that. Metal geared, 20 kilos of torque. So, and they're waterproof. And I thought I killed one when I took it in water, but when it dried out, it was all right. I'll tell you what, if you had a friend standing next to you, this would be a lot easier. If you had a friend standing there with a tube, just putting a bit on your finger every time, it would go a lot quicker. Where's Pat? He could help. I don't know. Probably at home. Clark says it looks like a pain in the butt. Yeah, it is a bit. But I mean, it's a pain in the butt when you keep trashing bodies, and especially when you've got to paint them as well. I mean, a lot of work goes into cutting them out and painting them. So I think from now on, I'm definitely going to do this to all my bodies. I mean, bodies don't tend to last me that long. I just want these bodies to last a bit longer. It gets annoying after a while when every time you take the RC out, you trash another body every time. It gets expensive and time consuming. RC Sebby's off. See you later, dude. Kev, is your workplace or your home? This is my workplace. Someone was going around saying that I live in my shop. I don't live in my shop. I do have a sofa or a couch upstairs, and sometimes if I'm working here late, I'll just crash out on my sofa. But not that often. I literally live 30 seconds away from here, so yeah, I'd rather have my bed. A bed is a lot more comfortable than a sofa. Am I going to make it brushless, said Mario. Maybe. Hello, River. How are you doing? Creighton 6S or 8S? If you want to bash them hard, they're both going to need a lot of modifications, but I like them both, dude. They're different. I mean, if you've got to ask that question, I would say go for the 6S because it's cheaper. 8S can get very expensive very quickly. Put Ripper motor in this car, someone says. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I don't really want to waste the Ripper motors because I used the Ripper motor for doing little experiments and blowing stuff up. And if I waste it in an RC car and kill it, then I haven't got a Ripper motor anymore for experiments. That would be bad. Range Rover or Lambo? I prefer Lambo. If you say Land Rover or Lambo, then it depends what you want to use it for. I mean, the Defender, Land Rover Defender is a lot more practical. I use it a lot more. But then the Lambo is just faster and it's a Lambo. Are Traxxas Lipos worth it? I don't know, dude. I mean, I've never had one. I've never used them because I've got different brands and all my stuff has got XT90s on them and I've got a normal charger. The Traxxas batteries, they're kind of configured just for Traxxas cars, and because I've got so many different cars from different brands, I'll try and use the same batteries in as many different cars as I can. And also, Traxxas batteries are expensive, and from experience, expensive batteries are not always better. Sometimes they are, but not always. And I've had very good results with Fluions, and also the Zop Powers from Banggood. And also, Banggood give me the Zop Powers for free. So, if I can have some batteries that are good and I get them for free, then why not? How did you get the armour in Faction? I bought it, dude. I paid for that one. Lambo or Roverghini? Lambo for fun, Roverghini for chucking a load of dirty RC cars in the back and not caring. I use Venom batteries at Timo. Yeah, I've heard good stuff about them, but they are quite expensive, I think. I just like my cheap batteries. You know, I know a lot of the time you get what you pay for. You know, you buy cheap, you buy twice. You know, I get all that. But I know with lipos, a lot of lipos are made in the same factory. And often you're just paying for the label on there. So if I can get good results from a cheap battery, I'd rather get a cheap battery. And not only that, I find lipos, you can break them. You know, if you crash, you can kill them. If you leave them charged up, you can kill them. And you know, and you need quite a lot of lipos. So if you just buy a load of expensive ones, you could end up spending thousands and thousands on a load of batteries that aren't really any better than cheapos. And also, when a cheapo battery dies, it's no big deal. You chuck it away and you get another one. If you kill an expensive lipo, it's like, oh man. Have you ever seen UFOs? Well, a UFO is just something that you don't know what it is. An unknown flying aircraft or whatever it's called. So, yeah, I've seen loads of things flying around that I don't know what it is. What's the best tyre glue? Oh, tyre glue wise, I've used a few good ones. So HBI, that's one of my favourite tyre glues. Then at the moment I'm using Starbond. That is really good, but it's a little bit thicker than normal, and I kind of prefer thinner glue. It's a little bit easier to put on, I find. And I've used the Traxxas 100 mph glue. That's really good. UFO, unknown flying object. That's it, that's the one. Basically, if you see something in the sky and you don't know what it is, it's a UFO. And I've got to put a new glove on because it's got a hole in it now. Any good solder recommendation? My favourite cheap solder has been Silverline. That's what I buy now. Unidentified, unknown, whatever. Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's a UFO. Change finger. Yeah, you could change finger. I prefer using the butt wiping finger though. Had more practice that one. You're going to pass Traxxas in subs. Yes, that's been a goal of mine for a while. I've been keeping an eye on that. I am. Is the Traxxas UDR worth it? Yes, I would say it is. But it all depends what you want to get out of an RC. In my opinion, it's worth it. I see a lot of people arguing, so, oh, X-Max is not worth it. And then people say, yeah, it is. Well, it depends on the individual. You know, it's worth it to me, but it might not be worth it for the next person. So, you know, when I say it's worth it to me. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be worth it to you. Right, we're getting there, boys and girls. Any girls in the stream? They're not? Trev's in the house. Bournemouth said, I think it means, is that an old school armour? Yes, it's an Armour Fury from Banggood. Have you tried FTX Carnage? I've had the Banggood equivalents and the BRX ones, and they're pretty good. Kev, how's the gaming channel? Well, I'm not really a massive gamer, but it's growing actually a lot quicker than I thought. So if any of you guys want to check out my gaming channel, I mean, I'm not a massive gamer. I mean, I'll play for 10 minutes here and there. If any of you guys want to check it out, the link to that is down below in the description box. Jump the Clayton over the Lamborghini? No. No, 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 no. Someone is spamming. Guys, if somebody's spamming, you're going to get blocked. And once you're blocked for life. It means you can never comment again. And I can go through the comments afterwards, so even if I don't notice you're doing it, I can go back afterwards, and if I see your comments, if I see your spamming comments, you're just going to get blocked. And then you can never comment again. So if any of you guys are spamming, I would recommend you go back through all the comments that you've left and delete the ones that you've been spamming on. Clark says, can you be a moderator? No, dude, I'm not going to let anybody be a moderator because it's not fair on everybody else. Because if you're a moderator, you get a little spanner thing, and then it makes your comment stand out more than everybody else's, and it's not fair. I want everybody to be equal. I believe in equality. Everybody should be treated equally. Alright. Get in there, people, and it seems to be working. Maybe you can play Wreckfest. Maybe. So a lot of people are asking what I'm doing. So for those of you that have just joined the stream and you don't know what's going on, we're making the body shell stronger. So pretty much we stuck on drywall tape, and now I'm going over the top of it with this shoe glue. Basically, it just makes bodies last a bit longer. A lot longer. For those of you that want to shout out, you can shout yourselves out. You're more than welcome to go and shout yourselves out, guys. Typhon 6S or eRevo. I've not had a Typhon, so I don't know. Typhon, or have I? I keep getting the Typhon and Italian mixed up. No, I've got a Typhon. Different. Typhon's a buggy. What is storage charge? When you're finished with your Lipo, you're supposed to put them on your charger and put it onto storage charge. Basically, what it does, it puts all your batteries at half charge. And in that state, your batteries are going to last the longest and they're the safest. If you leave your batteries fully flat, they can die. And if you leave them fully charged, they can die too. So putting it onto storage, it just makes them last longer. Italian is a truggy. Yeah, Italian's a truggy. I always get the Italian and the Typhon mixed up. Have you played with a chopper yet? Said Hyper Havoc. No, not yet, dude. How much stronger is the Indestrucrable mod? A lot. A lot stronger, like loads stronger. Not even just a little bit, like loads. You're probably going to get like 30 times more life out of your body, probably maybe even more. The difference this makes is so much, it's unreal. Adjust camera exposure. Oh, dude, I'm doing it on the phone, I can't. Maybe I can click on it. Can I click on it? Oh, no, that's all falling over. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. Oh, God, what's going on here now? Oh, dear. I'm completely ruining it now. Normal. Beam. I don't know. I don't know if it's adjustable, guys. No. No. I can't adjust it. Sorry. That's all it gives me. Alright, that's it. Can't adjust it, guys, I'm afraid. What you see is what you get, and that is it. Kev rage. Nah, no rage. What phone do you have? I've got a Galaxy S9. I had an S10, but it broke. Is this a long jump beast? No. I don't think a short course truck is ever going to win the long jump competition. Is that for the slash? No. Jack says get an iPhone 11 Pro. Yes, I was going to get one. But they're probably going to come out with the 12 soon, so I'm going to hold fire and wait for the 12. Stream quality on iPhone 11 Pro is amazing. Yes. And I think Samsung normally had the better cameras, but I think Apple have got better cameras now, so I would rather get a dedicated camera, but I can't find one that's got all the features, and the iPhone 11 seems to have all the features. Galaxy S20, no, I don't want the S20 because you can't do 60 frames per second on the wide angle lens. Matt just donated $1.99, thank you dude. Very kind of you, but I cannot read your comment. I don't know why, there's something wrong with my iPad. And then when a donation comes, I can't see the comment. But thank you very much, dude. But for anybody else that wants to donate, please instead donate to my favourite charity. And the link to my favourite charity is down below. Great Ormond Street Hospital for Sick Kids. So that would mean the world to me. If any of you guys could donate to those, that would mean the world to me. It's funny, people used to call me a Samsung fanboy. It's like, no, I'm a fanboy of what's best. If Apple come out with a better camera, I'll get an Apple. And now that Apple's got the better camera, I'm going to get an Apple. Doesn't mean that I'm an Apple fanboy now. I don't care what make something is. I don't care what the brand name is. I just care how good the product is. Right, we're getting there, guys, and we're nearly done. We are nearly done. Oh, donation person's got a clicking sound on the X-Max. I'm guessing that could be probably more than likely your prop shaft in the middle. When you do a big jump and you land, it's a shaft slapping around. So just do another big jump, it normally fixes it. What's the drying time on this stuff? Not long. I mean, I started over here and it's already dry, you know, touch dry. So, I don't know. I would probably say once you've done it, leave it an hour and then you can go and use it. I think we're almost done now, guys. It actually worked. On the Max, not the X Max. Oh, Probably the same though. Probably the centre drive shaft, I'm guessing. You could get the Galaxy S20 Ultra. No, dude. The wide angle lens does not do 60 frames per second, and I need it to. Right, I think we're done. Pretty much done, guys. Get this glovage off. Kev, do you need help on RC planes? I don't know yet, dude. I'll let you know soon when I take it out and fly it for the first time. We will see. What stuff am I using? I'm using shoe glue. Oh, pardon me. It could be the spur gear or pinion missing a tooth. It could be a diff gear missing a tooth. It's a bit impossible to tell. It could be anything, but more than likely, it's going to be a centre shaft. It's got a little bend in it. What's the next video on the main channel? I'm going to upload it now, actually. It's going to be a WPL video. So, right, there you go. Can you see that? Hopefully you guys can see that. Get that in there so you can see what's going on. There we go. So the hot glue held it in place, and then we went over the top with this stuff here. And it seems to have worked. And it's dried here, look. It's dry. That's where we started. We started at the front and it's dry. Almost dry. So I reckon give it about an hour and then you should be able to go out and bash. And time will tell if this stuff is just as good as this stuff here. And I'm thinking probably it is. 4-man fiberglass. Well, I prefer this stuff because it stays flexible. When you fiberglass it, it's still brittle. I've seen somebody fiberglass the whole entire body and it still splits, you still crack it. Oh, 1% battery left, so the stream is about to die. Guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. 1% battery power left, which means that the battery is going to die any second. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this has helped some of you guys out, and there's going to be a video for that on the main channel very soon. So thumbs up, subscribe, bell button, and I will see you.